iBN టీవీ భూమి వార్తలకు స్వాగతం. ప్రతిక్షణం అక్షర నిజం iBN నైజం. ఈ రోజు వార్తల ముఖ్యాంశాలు. న్యాయశాస్త్రంలో ఆధునిక పరిజ్ఞానాన్ని ఉపయోగించుకుంటూ న్యాయ పరిజ్ఞానం కోసం గూగుల్ను పరిశీలించకుండా గురువులు చెప్పిన అనుభవాలను నమ్ముకోవాలి. సుప్రీం కోర్టు న్యాయమూర్తి జస్టిస్ సరస వెంకట నారాయణ భట్ స్పష్టం. న్యాయశాస్త్రంలో ఆధునిక పరిజ్ఞానాన్ని ఉపయోగించుకోవాలి. న్యాయ పరిజ్ఞానం కోసం గూగుల్ను పరిశీలించకుండా గురువులు చెప్పిన అనుభవాలను నమ్ముకోవాలని సుప్రీం కోర్టు న్యాయమూర్తి జస్టిస్ సరస వెంకట నారాయణ భట్ చెప్పారు. అన్నమయ్య జిల్లా మదనపల్లె కోర్టు ఆవరణలో కొత్తగా నిర్మించిన సీనియర్ డివిజన్ అడిషనల్ సివిల్ జడ్ కోర్టు భవనాలను ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ హైకోర్టు ప్రధాన న్యాయమూర్తి జస్టిస్ ధీరజ్ సింగ్ ఠాకూర్, చిత్తూరు జిల్లా అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటివ్ హైకోర్టు జడ్జ్ జస్టిస్ బి. కృష్ణమోహన్, హైకోర్టు జడ్జ్ జస్టిస్ టిసిడి శేఖర్లతో కలిసి ప్రారంభించారు. ముందుగా కోర్టు ఆవరణంలోని అమ్మవారిని న్యాయమూర్తులు ప్రత్యేక పూజలు నిర్వహించారు. అనంతరం సర్వమత ప్రార్థనలు చేశారు. అనంతరం నూతన కోర్టు హాల్లో న్యాయవాదుల స్థానాలలో సుప్రీం కోర్టు, హైకోర్టు జడ్జీలు ఆసీనులు కాగా, అడిషనల్ సీనియర్ సివిల్ జడ్జ్ శిరీష్ న్యాయమూర్తి స్థానంలో కోర్టు కార్యకలాపాలకు ప్రారంభించారు. అనంతరం చిత్తూరు జిల్లా ప్రిన్సిపల్ జడ్జ్ ఇ. భీమారావు, మదనపల్లె బార్ అసోసియేషన్ అధ్యక్షుడు తొట్టి వెంకట రమణారెడ్డి ఆధ్వర్యంలో ఏర్పాటు చేసిన సమావేశంలో జస్టిస్ వెంకట నారాయణ భట్ ప్రసంగం చేశారు. మదనపల్లెలో జన్మించి న్యాయవాదిగా ప్రస్థానం ప్రారంభించిన మదనపల్లె కోర్టు ఆవరణంలో నూతన భవన ప్రారంభ ఉత్సవానికి ముఖ్య అతిథిగా హాజరు కావడంపై సంతోషం వ్యక్తం చేశారు. సరస వెంకట నారాయణ భట్గా తన ప్రస్థానం, న్యాయవాద వృత్తిలో స్ఫూర్తినిచ్చిన వ్యక్తులు, స్నేహితులను గుర్తు చేసుకున్నారు. జూనియర్ న్యాయవాదులు సీనియర్ న్యాయవాదులను గౌరవిస్తూ వారి అపార అనుభవాన్ని, విషయ పరిజ్ఞానంతో న్యాయవాదులుగా ఎదగాలని ఆకాంక్షించారు. హైకోర్టు ప్రధాన న్యాయమూర్తి ధీరజ్ సింగ్ ఠాకూర్ మాట్లాడుతూ, సుప్రీంకోర్టుకి జడ్జ్ను అందించిన మదనపల్లె కోర్టులో అదనపు నూతన భవన ప్రారంభానికి రావడం ఆనందంగా ఉందన్నారు. పెండింగ్ కేసులు కింద కోర్టులు పరిష్కార దిశగా కృషి చేయాలని తెలిపారు. అనంతరం హైకోర్టు జడ్జ్ జస్టిస్ బి. కృష్ణమోహన్, జస్టిస్ టిసిడి శేఖర్, చిత్తూరు జిల్లా జడ్జ్ భీమారావు ప్రసంగించారు. ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో మదనపల్లె రెండవ అదనపు జిల్లా న్యాయమూర్తి అబ్రహాం, ప్రిన్సిపల్ సీనియర్ సివిల్ జడ్జ్ వెంకటేశ్వర నాయక్, ప్రిన్సిపల్ జూనియర్ సివిల్ జడ్జ్లు విజయకుమార్ రెడ్డి, ఆసిఫా సుల్తానా, స్పెషల్ మెజిస్ట్రేట్ కోర్టు జడ్జ్ ఎస్వి చలపతి, అన్నమయ్య జిల్లా జాయింట్ కలెక్టర్ ఆదర్శ రాజేంద్రన్, మదనపల్లె సబ్ కలెక్టర్ మేఘ స్వరూప్, బార్ అసోసియేషన్ అధ్యక్ష కార్యదర్శులు, సీనియర్ న్యాయవాదులు ఎన్ఎస్ఎస్ ప్రసాద్, అమరనాథరెడ్డి, రాజేంద్ర, చైతన్య, బార్ అసోసియేషన్ కార్యదర్శి బయ్యారెడ్డి, న్యాయవాదులు, మహిళా న్యాయవాదులు పాల్గొన్నారు.
సార్ కొంచెం
श्रीमान, आपके निरीक्षण के लिए गार्ड हाजिर है। चंडीगढ़ विसर्जन पुरुषः सहस्रवान् विश्वतो भृत्वा अत्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलौ पुरुष एवेतु सर्वो भूतं यच्च भव्यो
अद्यमया पूर्वो तजर्दयेवं गुणविशेषेण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शोभातितौ अस्य यजमानयोगेन भारद्वाजगोत्रोद्भवस्य धीरत्सिंह ठाकुर नामधेयस्य तयोः सह कुटुम्बसभ्यानाम् यजमानस्य गोत्रोद्भवस्य उत्ससगोत्रोद्भवस्य वेङ्कटनारायण भट्टनामधेयस्य तयोः सह कुटुम्बसभ्यानाम् भारद्वाजगोत्रोद्भवस्य कृष्णमोहन नामधेयस्य तयोः सह कुटुम्बसभ्यानाम् यजमानस्य दाण्डिल्य महर्षि गोत्रोद्भवस्य धनशेखर नामधेयस्य तयोः सह कुटुम्बसभ्यानाम् क्षेमस्थैर्यधैर्य विजयवीर्य गायत्री नमः जगन्मात्रे नमः परब्रह्मस्वरूपिणे नमः परमार्थप्रदाय नमः
जगन्मालाधराय नमः समालाधराय नमः क्षराक्ये नमः स्वच्छताय नमः शुद्धसंध्याय नमः दशकाय नमः दासवर्दाय नमः शतमध्याय नमः जरावराय नमः सर्वाय नमः जरजराय नमः चरणराय नमः आचार्य नमः महाकमलप्रदाय नमः श्री महाकाल्ये नमः महालक्ष्मी नमः महासरस्वत्यै नमः श्री गंगपदेवताये नमो नमः नानाविधपुष्पाणिता पुष्पवार्चन पूजा समर्पयामि
ब्रह्मनिवात्मा प्रदत्ताय आराधितायामि नमः मध्ये मध्ये पानीयं समर्पयामि कुन्दीपल ताम्बूलं समर्पयामि हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः स्वर्णपुष्पं समर्पयामि
सर्वदेवदेवता
सन्मङ्गलनीराजनं दर्शयामि धारयन्ति नमस्करोमि
ఓకే సార్ पर्वतशिवामृताजले इन्द्रजिभेऽस्त्रमत्तिष्ठा इह राष्ट्रमुधारय अभितिष्ठमृतं जगः అట్లా రెండు పక్కలది క్లోజ్ ఉంది.
With the permission of your lordship, I may be permitted to read out the proceedings issued by the Honorable High Court of Andhra Pradesh at Amaravati, wide ROC number 3977, dated 31/10/2013, that the Additional Senior Civil Judges Court Madanapalli was established and functioning since 14/12/2013 in the premises of Principal Senior Civil Judges Court building. Now, as per the letter in ROC 1644, dated 4/2/2025 of Honorable High Court of Andhra Pradesh, the Additional Senior Civil Judges Court Madanapalli has been inaugurated and will be functioning in this new building from Monday, that is 10/2/2025. Hence, the learned advocates, parties and other stakeholders are requested to make note of the same. I convey my heartfelt thanks to everyone who attended this gracious occasion. Now, I request your lordship, I may be permitted to conclude the proceedings. Bench clerk to commence call work.
Voice 56 of 2023 iBN and ML cases for appearance of both parties and beginning seekers for conciliation.
Thank you. Reports ready.
TL Narsimulu. Absent.
Ready.
Not ready.
Both the participants.
Absent.
Good, Amma. What are you doing now?
Sir, I'm studying intermediate second year.
Good girl. Good. What do you plan to do?
Sir, I'd like to become an English professor, and my ultimate goal is to become President of India.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Come, girl. Make the nation proud.
Definitely, sir.
Come.
Gana
members are requested to take the proceedings. Please, nobody to stand here. Please go to your respective seats. Press also requested to go back. One you can see. This is a regulated day in the history of Madalapalli. Thus, the son of the soil of this town Madalapalli has elevated.
గిరి ఇంకా అట్లా పోదు బయటగా దిగిరి
శివన్న తీసలేనన్న
ఓం నమః ప్రణవాయ శుద్ధ జ్ఞానైకమూర్తయే నిర్మలాయ
to brief the history of Madalapalli to the next guest.
Hyderabad of the state of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh entered reservation and establishment of airport of Andhra Pradesh at Amravati
Are not invited by any human being. Either they are hoisted or one is pushed into the ease rather. In understanding this simple principle, we extend the generation does not have patience to be with us. By being slow, we may not. As part of my reading process, I have come across a book named Strategy. The book begins with a quote: "The strategy you make goes out of your mind the moment you receive the first punch in the boxing ring." This is said by Mike Tyson. I may relate that quote with my present feeling. I had a few ideas, refined ideas, improved ideas to address the gathering, which is very beloved and dear to me. Dear all, your affection, the warmth, and the felicity with which you have received me, they have been received like a thorough punch by my mind, and all my ideas have gone out. It took little time for me to recap, put them in order, look at the time given to me by the organizers of this function, and address you. Let me at the outset congratulate the legal fraternity for having one more addition to the existing infrastructure within the premises of Madanapalli Court Complex. I congratulate all of you and also thank you for making this program with lot of felicity, adding to it the icing of affection and adding the presence of distinguished dignitaries who are all on the dais and off the dais. Yet another practical difficulty I see is I am familiar with every face here. I pick up a few names. and avoid a few. Being a judge, I should always be conscious of what Article 14 has said. Equality to all and equal treatment to all. It may be received with warmth from me that I remember each one of you. You are in my heart. If I omit to say my name, please bear it with good heart and openness. Thank you. Today this function is possible, maybe firstly with the district judiciary and also the association with which I was also associated as a member in 1987 January. There is yet another force which has made me accept this request and come here. I must give a little bit of introduction before I exactly depict the individual. Two chief, I think, subject to correction and verification, two learned chief justices have visited the premises. One was Chief Justice Diwan and another was Justice Yogeshwar Dayal. Both in personality and the way how they look at the institution, I may not put them in the same baskets. Each are great and singularly reputed in their own way. But Justice Diwan stands out in more than one sense. Justice Diwan has come to this premises to inaugurate the Senior Civil Judges Court. I was hardly in my late 10s or early 20s. I have heard the whispers of views from the members of this association who were very great in their own right and ability. They said, Chief Justice Diwan, I use the present tense because I am quoting them, he is a great judge, jurist, good administrator. Above all, he is so human and can understand the litigant public and feels the responsibility of the demands of the employees of the entire judiciary. And lastly, the power of his seat hasn't got onto his shoulders and the human thinking has not changed by the place he was occupying. Whenever I look at our Chief Justice, Sri Dheeraj Singh Thakur ji, Chief Justice Diwan comes to my mind. He is not placid. He is just like AK-47. You stand or go out, two things will happen. But before Justice Thakur, one will have audience. As part of administration of justice, he will always do the best. I can also see his persuasive skills when he has sent the request to me to be part of this momentous occasion to this compound. He did not really tell me too many things, but said, Judge, you are son of the soil. Expectations will be there. Your presence may add to at least inspire a few who would like to take a few good lessons from the participants. Why don't you be part of this inauguration program? Can anyone refuse that? No, I was no different from you. Keep apart my busy schedule, this, that, everything. Chief Justice, once again, by now becoming the head of the host committee, I thank you for coming to my place and gracing this function. I stand before you as Justice, Sarasa Venkata Narayan Bhatti, Judge, Supreme Court of India. The journey of my present travel started with my father entering the very same premises at the age of 14 as a clerk of a lawyer. He entered this place as an advocate's clerk, and in his own way, he has learned the nuances of law, verticals and horizontals of logic, need of language. He could, with the reputation he has earned, could start an advocate's office without a degree in 1962 in the company and presence of my affectionate and beloved paternal uncle Sarasa Satyanarayan. Our journey continued with the cooperation of my uncle, and it was consolidated and the structure was built by my brother Sarasa Subramanian. These all are the road plans on which I was allowed to go to Hyderabad. To tell the present generation of lawyers, let me slightly digress for a while. There was a very healthy custom at that point of time in Madanapalli to receive a newly enrolled lawyer as a member of the association. I distinctly remember the old building was here. Tell me, all the advocates who mattered then, who had enormous work on both civil and criminal side, they were present. The mark of sentence I have heard from two very able and reputed lawyers of this association. I can name them, they are no more here, so that the names I say is not going to bother my officers in any way. One is late Puli Ramakrishna Reddy Garu and Sri G. Subramanian Garu. What will a lad of 24 years think? All right, all senior lawyers have come, be part of this enrollment function, walk out of the place. They called me aside and said, Bhatti, come here. Your father, uncle and brother, they have carved a niche for themselves. In no way you should be inferior to the reputation they have earned. By standing on this dais in the same premises, I can tell I have not let down the expectations of the members of this bar. I will not get into autobiography or biography. Why I said this is, the healthy practice of inviting juniors into the association, encouraging them, was part of the culture of the Association of Madanapalli. I may in retrospect share with you, when I decided to do LLB, people were thinking that it happy come jolly go course, one can enjoy. I gave an offer to my brother, look, I will not stay back in Bangalore and study for law. I would prefer to stay back in Madanapalli. Immediately my father and brother agreed to this suggestion. I never knew the plot they had. The moment I reported back at Madanapalli, they said, from tomorrow onwards you come to office at 7:30. People who are well acquainted with my father, they know one can see him in the office in between 7:15 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. My time was 7 a.m. I should enter the office by 7 a.m., keep everything ready. Without knowing anything, I should work with them up to 9:15, get down, pack everything, as we all know the cloth bags, keep it, books, case numbers, citations, everything. Then they used to give me assignment from the textbooks. 6 subjects, what should I read that day? I must read between 10 to 1. They come first nights, have it. Then my father or brother will tell, you do one thing, today you go to, at that point of time it was called sub-judges court. Go to sub-judges court, sessions are happening, watch the proceedings. Go to additional judges court, appeals are being heard, sit there and watch. So, I used to sit in all these courts continuously for 3 years, and whatever was happening, my duty was to closely observe. I could in retrospect tell. For sizzling a person's character, it is not only one's personality, it is the traits and the personalities in whose company one develops. Ultimately, the character of that person is chiseled by those persons' personalities and traits. I owe a lot to this place and these premises for making me a matured lawyer beyond my age when I left this place in March 1987. My brother taught me one more lesson. There is no compulsion that you should only learn from father and brother. Learning could be from all the sources. Irrespective of our adversity in profession, go sit there, watch how they are conducting cross-examination, chief, arguments, any doubt you have, make note of it, come back. I am a beneficiary of the knowledge shared by most of the lawyers. Present generation, don't be disappointed. You have equally good lawyers from this bar association. What I hear from seniors is that you don't have patience to learn from them because you prefer to go to Google faster than going to Gurus. I think all of you agree. That is not correct also. This profession is not like investment in shares. Yet another adversary I had when I went to Hyderabad is Neeraja. She is sitting there. I may tell you, her father, late K.V. Reddy Garu and my father, they studied together in Jetke High School.
By honorable judges of the Supreme Court. But I knew I would succeed because Justice Bhatti's heart is very much beats with the advocates and the court here in Madanpalli, having traversed the corridors of these courts here. The old complex of the court has its own beauty, and one always relates, and that is what Honorable Justice Bhatti was trying to make a point just now, that this particular facade of the old court complex should not be tinkered with, and that it requires some more improvement insofar as the old building is concerned in reference to the tiles, etc. And so we will ensure that it is properly maintained. Indeed, Madanpalli has a lot of importance historically. This was what was enumerated in the speech by one of the speakers. But I must also tell you that Honorable Justice Bhatti is the only legal luminary who has emerged from this part of Andhra Pradesh, especially from Madanpalli and the Chittoor district. The first Chief Justice and the first judge to adorn the bench in the Supreme Court. One reason why we wanted Justice Bhatti to come here is to connect with his past and also serve as an example so that people can emulate the success of those who have been practicing in smaller courts like this. There was a very successful advocate, I'm missing out on his name, I should commit a mistake there. who was famously quoted to have said that I will go and argue a case even under a banyan tree if there is a judge sitting there. So that is the call of justice, that you have a judge who is honest, whose integrity is beyond doubt. You have advocates who are conscientious, who know how to project and protect the interest of their clients. And that is all you need, a judge and a counsel for and on behalf of the parties. Building and structures do make life easy, but they are not the end of the matter. But with the improved infrastructure, efficiency does improve. For example, you have digitization processes going on, computerization, hybrid hearings, all that will bring about efficiency in the system, and we improve on our performance, leading to speedier justice. We are generally accused that justice delayed is justice denied, but people don't understand the avalanche of cases that have descended on the courts, which the judges are confronted with on a daily basis. In the High Court, sir, we have progressively brought down the rate of progressively taken up the rate of disposal. 2024 is for the first time that in the High Court at least we got down the tendency by minus 2,300 approximately. That means our rate of disposal is more than the rate of institution of cases. The same can be sort of achieved in district courts also, and smaller courts like civil judges, India Division, Senior Division, with the help of all the stakeholders, including the advocates, who have a lot of role to play. I congratulate you on the new infrastructure that is made available to you, and wish all the bar members and the officers of the judiciary all the best, and please take care of the litigant, because don't treat the litigant as somebody who's an outsider. We are all because of the litigants. If the litigants are not before us, we have no business to be in these court premises and making it happen. Therefore, the litigant has to be respected. This is what I tell all the judicial officers. That when a litigant enters the court, of course he is expected to maintain decorum, but don't treat him as a child of a lesser god. He has come with a problem. He requires redressal. He has not taken up arms to settle his scores with regard to property with the other. He is before you for a peaceful resolution. Therefore, the effort should be made to deal him. Just like a patient goes to a doctor's clinic or in a hospital, he requires some remedy. And therefore, somebody, when he comes to you for a remedy, the idea is to redress it, provide him some relief, some succor. Therefore, once again, thank you very much for giving us an opportunity and for organizing this beautiful function. I thank the members of the bar, especially the President of the Bar Association, for being so effusive in your effort to invite us formally. They came all the way to Vijayawada to invite us.
Madanapalli, Chittoor district. My lord, the present district municipal court is established in the year 1905. In Madanapalli, there are 2 additional district courts, 2 civil judges courts, 3 civil judges courts, and 1 special magistrate court are functioning. As per the statistical information, there are 13,219 civil and criminal cases are pending as on 31st January 2025 at Madanapalli. My lord, the government of Andhra Pradesh sanctioned an amount of rupees 145 lakhs for construction of first floor on the existing second additional judicial magistrate court at Madanapalli. Accordingly, construction of first floor on the existing second additional junior magistrate court at Madanapalli was completed on 28 February 2023. My lord, the Honorable High Court accorded permission
to shift additional civil judges court senior division Madanapalli in the newly constructed building. Today, my lord, the newly constructed court building, which is a dream and wish of the members of the Bar Association Madanapalli, is inaugurated with the golden hands of our Lordship and in the august presence of the Honorable Chief Justice of Andhra Pradesh and Honorable Administrative Judge of District, Honorable Judge of High Court of Andhra Pradesh. With these words, I conclude. I convey my heartfelt thanks to everyone who gave me this opportunity. Jai Hind.
This is a registered day in the history of Madanapalli. Thus, the son of the soil of this town Madanapalli has elevated. Senior advocate to bring the history of Madanapalli to the elite guests.